Hey y'all, it's the Minted Caliber here, so it's that time again, come and do another knife review. So the knife I'm going to be reviewing is this Camillus Titanium. So let's get into the specs. This is a 9.75 inch knife overall with a 4.5 inch blade and about, I'm wanting to say, uh, 5 inch handle. We'll give it that. I really don't know how they're getting 9.75 because if you think about it, a 5 inch handle plus a 4.5 inch blade would actually equal to 9.5 inches overall. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the talk about the actual knife itself. Now I put this thing through its paces. I've chopped with it. I've cut sandbags with it. Let's see what else. I did a lot of things with this knife. Some things I can't even remember, but I literally wailed on this knife. Now I did make a video a long time ago about the misuse of knives, but on Walmart's website, they consider this an all-purpose knife. So, and it's $10, so I'm not really complaining. But I believe the blade steel is 440 stainless with a titanium bond in it, with a black coating over it, or this might be just a titanium coating. I really don't know, but it's part of their titanium line from Camillus, and overall, it's a good knife. It really exceeded my expectations. And this is what I would consider a good example of a good cheap knife. This is an exception of a good cheap knife. Everybody says you have to spend $100. Now, you can pick up one of these and you can do pretty much whatever you want with it as far as like woodworking and just an overall beater knife, and it'll perform every time. Granted, you are going to have to sharpen it because it is a cheaper knife, and all knives do have to be sharpened. Some may have to be sharpened more than others, but yeah, I mean, this is no exception. This is a knife that's going to need to be sharpened every once in a while, and it's a great tool. It really is. It's a good working knife. I definitely loved the way they did the drop point on it. So instead of like a traditional drop point like this one is almost a reverse drop point. So instead of it tapering off like this, it actually tapers off like this. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's got some nice jimping on the back. It also has a little bit of a texturing on the handle as well, and you can actually see that. And this knife it's overall comfortable. You can really choke up here. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but you can really choke up on the knife, or you can come back a little bit and get more leverage as a swinging motion, which is pretty awesome. And one thing with cheap knives, you're not going to be too worried about wailing on it like you would, say, like a $1,500 knife. So this is definitely a beater knife. I gotta give it that. It has a nice little hole for a lanyard, and it's actually got some sand and dirt up in there because I have used this knife a lot. Now you're not going to be able to see that because it's dark. All you can see is straight through it, but there's little sand and dirt. I'll take this little guy right here. See if I can't get down in there. Try the other side. Nah, you're not going to be able to do that or see that. Let's see, I'll grab a Q-tip real quick. See if I can't get something coming out of it. Alright, so consider this. Alright, so you can see, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but there is a lot of nasty stuff in here. Now you're not going to be able to see that, but there's sand and everything in this little lanyard hole. But like I said, and I'm really surprised that, I don't know what the Rockwell hardness is, but I'm really surprised that it's as high as it is for a $10 knife. This thing still has a decent edge on it. Let me see if I can't get a little cut test without fucking something up. Now this is cardboard, and it's thick cardboard, so it's going to be a little bit harder to get through, but we'll see. So as you can see, it takes a little force. The blade could be touched up on, but for a $10 knife that's been heavily used, not complaining at all. And I'm going to stop that before I cut myself, because that wouldn't be good. So, with that being said, guys, I will definitely recommend this knife for a starter, or even a everyday beater knife for, like, say at work, at home, if you're in the garden. This is a knife that you could use without a worry. Because if it breaks, well, you can go out and buy another one. That's how cheap it is. I'm surprised that they actually sell it for as low as they do at Walmart's. And yes, this is a Walmart knives, and this just goes to show you that Walmart knives can be good. If you get the right brand and you know what to look for, and you know what blade steel you need, this is overall a good knife. Now keep in mind, the dirt down here in Louisiana has iron in it, and the sand that that we use for sandbags is a sand dirt mix. So you see where that is, like river sand. So like it's not completely sand, so it's like a mix of sand and dirt. And like I said, the dirt down here in Louisiana has iron in it. So you can kind of see where this knife actually shines, because just even a little bit of iron across this cutting edge can dull it really quick, because the iron that's in our dirt is a hell of a lot harder than what this edge is. So like I said, guys, without a doubt you will love this knife if you do decide to purchase it. It's a really good knife. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment down below on your favorite cheap knife, or even do a video response. Don't forget to subscribe. This is Demented Caliber signing out.